It's the fourth. Okay, but y'all gonna see it on the field if you ain't watching it live right now. Um, I to talk to y'all about branding, labels, how we define and classify ourselves. And I probably should have send me a screenshot of tattoos, uh, the history of tattoos. But I want to start off with um, the history of branding, which began with marking ownership. A brand marks ownership. So when we're branded, we show who owns us. I look at people, rappers who would talk about certain name brands who pretty much bought them or paid them to, or maybe not even paid them. I mean, some of them didn't even get paid for that. But it just showed who they spent most of their time advertising for. Spent most of their money clothes wise for. And I'm saying all this because the plantation has changed, and how we brand ourselves is based on with whom we're shopping. I mean, why do I need a slave when I got somebody who gonna work they bones, work till they work hard just to spend all their money to look like they rich or look like this new image of being rich? And I'm saying this because our minds are trained to see what we see, how we see, until something else changes the paradigm and helps us to see something differently. So, with that in mind, who is on your behind? I want to go a little further. Earrings started over 7,000 years ago. And I'm looking at this one little part. It says, in ancient Rome, earrings were worn by slaves, and in ancient Greece by prostitutes. Just looking at the history of this, okay. On one hand, it showed wealth. On one side, on the other side, it showed prostitution and slavery. And before I get into what I'm going to say, there's a new labeling. So I'm thinking about branding and labeling, right? There's a new labeling of people about what pronoun we're going to use and the they. And I'm like, okay, let's look at where this comes from. Demons are referred to in the Bible as they. As they. When you see, God said he will make us whole, make us one, make us complete. But when we we not whole, we not complete, we not one, we plural. So that means we are legion, we are many. Because you got so much stuff going on. I'm just telling you what the Bible says. Don't get mad at me for speaking truth. So the takeaway is, as you put all these things on yourself. Wait a minute. You got the history of tattoos, baby? What it say? Read it out for me. Read it out for me. Cause I'm about to close out.
A global phenomenon.
Speak up real loud.
A global phenomenon spanning at least 5,000 years, with the oldest known evidence found on Oakview, the Iceland, and ancient Egyptian mummies. Early tattoos served purposes ranging from ancient acupuncture to spiritual protection, status symbols, and tribal affiliations. The practice spreads across cultures including Greece, Persia, China, Japan, and the Polynesian islands, eventually influencing Western tattooing, where it became a signifier for sailors before evolving into a mainstream form of art and self-expression by the late 20th century.
Read that part about sailors. Was it mainstream? What was it?
It influenced Western tattooing, where it became a signifier for sailors before evolving into a mainstream form of art and self-expression by the late 20th century.
Yeah. All right. So we got all these ways we label ourselves, we express ourselves. But I want you to know the history of it. And as you label or brand yourself, whose are you? Who owns you? Who owns your mind? Are you free enough to think for yourself, or do they have your mind? And I'm saying this because a lot of times what we have on our behind is telling us who owns us. Even with these piercings and other things. So just be mindful of what you try to make be you if it's not really you. When it's they influencing you to do what you do, it's not you. Have a relationship with God to influence you to do what you do. No, I don't have an earring or a tattoo, but I don't mind folks who do. But I'm gonna tell you the truth about where this stuff originated from. And don't be misled or dis-eased because you ain't at ease, so busy trying to please everybody but yourself and your mental health. At some point, you got to think for yourself. And the only way to think for yourself is to know what you're doing. Why you doing it? What's your why in it? And are you branded to be a part of the group? To be a part of they? Or are you branded because of the quality and craftsmanship? I don't need a big symbol on my shirt to tell who owns me. I want a quality good that I can work in, whether in the office or in the field. Yeah, I'm one of them. I can diversify. But as I close, I want you to think why you do. Think about that now. Because we brand it. Don't let social media keep you comparing yourselves to who they are versus to who you are and what you can afford to be. In a $3,000 house and you only bringing in the food and everything else coming in. Think about it. Stop out living your income. Live off 50%. Stop doing stuff for folks who doing the most and can't afford their own lifestyle. You cannot afford them. Learn priority. Take care of yourself. Be financially stable, which will help you to be mentally stable. Because when you can't afford to pay your bills because you're too busy trying to do these thrills, it is stressful. Figuring out where you're going to eat, where you're going to live, trying to raise kids. Pull back. or suffer in lack. I'm done.